Hey, you made it. Welcome home. My name's Black Vault and welcome to a mod showcase. The mod I'm going to be reviewing today is the Backpacks mod, which is honestly a really helpful mod for a lot of reasons, because honestly my inventory fills up way too quick, especially in survival mode. So that brings us to our first item, which is the regular backpack, and it's just called Backpack. And the way that you craft it, all you need to do is essentially make a chest with the leather from a cow or however you get leather within your mod pack, and that gives you one backpack. So the basic backpack gives you all the item space of a single chest, so that's really helpful if you're just starting out the game and you want a basic backpack so that you can just have a little go bag. It's kind of like taking everything and putting it in a shulker, except much easier to make. So it's a very good starter game item to have, especially if you like a vanilla plus playstyle, because all it does is enhance your inventory just a little bit more. And that brings me to the colorful backpack. This is just normal leather in the same pattern as a chest, going all the way around except for the center, and in the center you will put your dye of choice. And just as before, you get the same as a single chest out of this backpack. The next backpack in this mod is called the Medium Backpack, and honestly in this version it doesn't work at all. There's no crafting recipe or anything for it. You can't open it or do anything with it. So I just thought I'd show you this because not everything is perfect. Now this is the big backpack. This is the big boy of the flock, and in order to make this you need tanned leather in the pattern of a chest. It gives you the space of just a little bit more than a double chest from what I do believe, unless I am mistaken, and this is exactly a double chest. So this is very, very helpful, especially if you can make it just a little bit after early game. Now I will talk about how you can actually make and acquire tanned leather, but first I need to show you the big colorful backpack. You put tanned leather all the way around the square of the crafting grid, and in the center you enter your dye of choice, and this, just as before, has the same amount of space as the normal big backpack. Now that brings me to my next backpack, which is the Ender Backpack. The way you do this is you make a square in the crafting grid with leather, and then in the center you put an ender chest. So anything that's in your ender chest will automatically be in here. So say that I put a piece of leather and an ender chest down. In this, I put my leather, and in this, I can access my leather from my ender chest anywhere I am. So it's a perfect portable solution for transporting items from long distances, especially if you don't have a whole lot to take with you. Like say you're in the mines and you find a big diamond vein, but you can't mine it because your inventory is full. Let's stock everything in our ender chest. Now I do wonder with the ender chest, if you put this backpack in here, you can't put a backpack in a backpack, which obviously makes sense. And I'm glad that it's safeguarded that way, because imagine losing your backpack because you put your backpack in your backpack and then closed the backpack. Now wouldn't that be tough? The final backpack I have to show off is the Workbench Backpack, and all you need to make this is leather and a crafting table in the center. And equivalently, doing tanned leather and a crafting table in the center makes the big Workbench Backpack. Now with these backpacks, you don't get nearly as much storage, but you do get the ability to quick craft on the fly. So if you're just running around and you don't have a crafting table on you, but you do have your storage backpack, then you can craft on the fly and then add stuff to your backpack. Now with the big backpack, you get 2 lines, about 2 full inventories of spaces, and also the crafting grid as before, which is really helpful. And if you put something in the crafting grid, interesting, you can clear it. Now how do you make tanned leather, you might ask? Tanned leather is actually made by putting 2 bound leather into a furnace and smelting it down, which then tans the leather, and you've got tanned leather. So we're gonna smelt this up really quick, and as it smelts, you should get tanned leather. There we go, we got 1 tanned leather per bound leather. And the way that you get bound leather is actually by taking string and putting it in an eye pattern in the crafting grid, and then taking 2 leather and putting them on either sides of the eye. And that makes 1 bound leather. Now the final honorable mention, which is not actually part of the Backpacks mod, it is part of the Iron Chests mod, is these beautiful crystal chests that I've been using, just in case anybody was curious on how to make them or how to get them. They are from the Iron Chests mod, and this is the crafting stages in order to make them. So this is the highest tier chest that you can make, and in order to make it, you need to make 1 iron chest, which is a chest with iron around it. Then you make a gold chest, then a diamond chest, and then finally a crystal chest. And it is beautiful. It shows your items inside the chest, which makes for beautiful display cases. Anyway, everyone, that's going to be all for the Backpacks mod showcase. Thank you all so much for being here, and I do hope to see you very, very soon. And thank you guys for all of your support. Later.